Hey guys, it's Michelle from Florida Keys Birding. We're gonna finish up today with November. We're gonna finish last one today. So review of 2021 fall bird migration, the month of end of October through mid-November. Okay, so let's get started. Let's not waste any more time. Okay, so we have here, we have a prairie warbler. And can you see what's in the background? Take a look for a minute. Did you spot it? It's an iguana tail. I didn't even see this until after I reviewed my photos. And I was like, oh, look at that. So yeah, there was an iguana there in the background. Yep, so the female prairie warbler, it's got more brownish with yellow versus the male with more black and yellow. Alright, this is a Swainson hawk. Yeah, this is not a common hawk. This was during that time, early November, I believe, where we had this like massive sudden migration of hawks and turkey vultures and all that stuff. This hawk looks very different from other hawks, you can tell. It's got like this lighter color with a little bit of spotting and like a brown and stuff. There's a bunch more pictures I have of it besides that one. And this is the green orchid bee. Seems to really like some of my yellow flowers. It's so pretty. Green orchid bee. Ooh, you can see, look at that. It's almost like it glimmers in the sun. Very cool, very loud. Very loud bee. You can hear it bzzz from very far away. Very nice, the green orchid bee. Okay, this is not a clear picture of a juvenile short-tailed hawk. You can tell the juveniles kind of have this spotty brown with cream color and the dark colored head. And here's some hawks kettling and some turkey vultures. There was like a mix. This was part of that day where those couple of days where we saw tons of them. Everybody in the group, if you're in the Facebook group, Florida Keys Birding and Wildlife group, everybody was posting the videos of all the turkey vultures just kettling everywhere that weekend, and then for the next couple of days with other hawks and stuff like that all over the place. This is an adult dark morph short-tailed hawk. Can completely, almost looks like a snail kite, but has a yellow beak and yellow legs. And the snail kite has an orange beak and orange legs. So this is a dark morph short-tailed hawk. More kettling vultures and hawks. When you're looking at a kettle of hawks, it's what they're called. A group of hawks is a kettle, or they're kettling, they're doing the circling thing. When you look, you might see them and think it's all turkey vultures, but take a closer look. You're going to see other hawks mixed in, kettling with the turkey vultures. You'll see the shape of the turkey vulture, and then you'll see some that are smaller and different colors, and that's how you can kind of pick out that there's different hawks up there with the turkey vultures. I might have an example. Oh, even wood storks and frigate birds. See, here's a wood stork that was kettling with the turkey vultures. It was really crazy to see that. So yeah, nice wood stork here. You can always kind of tell because they're all white on the bottom, and then they have that black on the wing here. Another dark morph short-tailed hawk. Around October 31st every year in the Keys, you can expect to see short-tailed hawks come. Every single year that passes, I always see them. They're always here. Always, always, always. Right around Halloween. And right, November 1st, October 30th, the 31st, you're always going to see lots of those short-tailed hawks. These hawks are actually not common throughout the rest of the United States. They come up here for the winter, so they say there's actually only like 200 of them left in the United States, something crazy like that. So we're so lucky that we actually get to see them every year for migration, so it's pretty cool. And some of them do stay in the fall, through the winter. A lot of them do stay through the winter. Alright, here's another one. Dark morph short-tailed hawk. This is an adult. You can see him pretty well. Okay, I think this is another Swainson hawk. These were all kettling with, yeah. Is that a Swainson? I think it's a Swainson hawk. Yeah, these were, or maybe is this a Swainson hawk or a Northern Harrier? I'll be able to tell you when we get a little farther down. I think it's a Swainson hawk. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's definitely a Swainson hawk. You can tell by the head, you can tell by the coloring. It looks so different from any other hawk. Yeah, and you can tell, yeah, see it's got like some dark color on the edges, and it's got like that spotted body in the middle. The Harrier has more of like an owl type face. That's the way I describe it. It has like a circular disc, you know, around the eyes and stuff like that. Yeah, so you can tell the difference, and the wing shape is different. Another short-tail hawk, dark morph, lots of raptors. Oh, that's a good one. You can see it pretty well here. Yeah, you can see it really, really well. Dark morph short-tail hawk. You can see the color of the beak and the legs, the yellow. Oops, let me zoom all the way out. There we go. And a green iguana. Ooh, look at the, I can't say this word, proboscis? Is that what it's called? Help me out, guys. Proboscis? I don't know. I know how it's spelled, but I'm not sure if that's the way to say it. But yeah, the long thing like the butterflies have that they, you know, eat the nectar. It's a really good shot. You can see. Oh gosh, I almost choked. Yeah, you can see it really well there. Yeah, right here. It's pretty cool. Kind of like a butterfly has. Other bees don't have that, so it's pretty neat with this orchid bee. Pretty unique. Nice Julia butterfly male. Oh my gosh, look at these guys. Look at all these ibis. Oh, this is fun. Okay, how do you say ibis plural? I want to know how you say ibis. Ibis. There we go. There's another one. Is it ibis? Is it ibide? Is it ibises? Or is it I-bi? I don't know. I think you can do all four. I think. I looked it up once because I wanted to know. I was like, is it ibises? Is it the same rule like cactus? Cacti? I-bi? You know, so yeah, this was, they started flocking over to us. It was crazy. It was pretty interesting. All of the ibis. I made a joke about this. I was like, look, this is Miami and this is Key West. I had posted it in the group, but I don't know if you guys got it, or if you guys got the joke. But it was like, you get it, I don't know. Like the ibis symbolizes like Miami, you know, so like Miami U has the ibis for the mascot, and it's all like, you know, cool and pretty and clean looking, and then you have the iguana in the background, like all rough, and like all the crazy people in Key West. You know, if you live in Key West, you know there's crazy people there. You know there's all kind of craziness going on. Key West is like, come one, come all, wherever you come from, we'll take you. Whatever you are, whatever you want to be, we'll accept you. Yeah, Key West is, that's how it is. Not everybody's thrilled about that, but so yeah, moving on. Green iguana, gallinule. These are pretty. I really like these, the gallinule. Oh, look at this tail. Look at his legs. He's doing like the sexy legs. Like, you ever seen reptiles? They do the sexy legs where they just kind of like sprawl the legs out. It looks so cute. Some kind of turtle here. And this is a white peacock butterfly. There's two of them chasing each other. I think it was trying to mate or something. Little green heron. This heron looks different than all other herons. It's pretty distinct, the little green heron. And the white peacock. This is a great blue heron, also, you know, pretty distinct. You won't confuse it with other kinds of herons. It's very large, it's like a grayish blue color, you know, that's that. Oh, here we go. My favorite. Okay, so let's talk about these guys. These are the scissor-tailed flycatchers. You can find the scissor-tailed flycatchers. Okay, so I'm going to direct you to, I'm going to tell you about the scissor-tailed flycatchers first, and then I'll direct you to where and when you can find them. Okay, so this is a migratory bird. You cannot find it anywhere and everywhere during migration. I've only found it in this one place. I know maybe other parts of Florida, I don't know, but in South Florida and in the Keys, I only find them here, and I always find them at the same time every year. This is it. This is the only place, but they always come, the scissor-tailed flycatchers. Apparently this is a western bird. This is a state bird of Oklahoma, apparently. They're common over there. See, he's eating some kind of a bug. Yeah, they eat bugs. They catch, you know, like dragonflies and stuff in the air. I see them swoop down, and then they catch one, and then they eat it, and then they go back up on the wire. This is next to a loggerhead shrike right over here. So the scissor-tailed flycatchers. So if you're going toward the Everglades in Homestead, oh, I'll get the next one. Okay, this is a kestrel, American kestrel. We're gonna get back to the flycatchers in a minute, I think. Yeah, on my way back through. Oh, these are weird dragonflies. They were like stuck together. I don't know, like mating or something. They look like little hearts or something. I don't know. Okay, this is a phoebe. This is in the same. Okay, so this is Southern Glades area. When you're on your way, here we go. Okay, so when you're on your way to the Everglades, there's a big long road with like lots of farms and like things like that, and you're heading towards the entrance of the Everglades. When you get to that last road right before the entrance of the Everglades, you're gonna see on your right, you're gonna see like a sign for Frog Pond, and then you're gonna keep going, and on your left you're gonna see a sign for Southern Glades. And if you park at Southern Glades and you kind of walk around, you kind of walk back and forth, but go slow while you're driving into Southern Glades before you get to the Everglades entrance, before you get to Lucky Hammock. You're gonna kind of be looking on these wires. Usually around the 1st and 2nd week of November, you can find the scissor-tailed flycatchers in this area, either right around Southern Glades, either down a little bit on the wires, right around the curve and stuff like that. You can find the scissor-tailed flycatchers, and then coming up also the tropical kingbird. You can almost always find them around this time. I mean, every year I see them. I go and I wait for them to come every year, and I find them. Yeah, so these are like, so, I don't know, I love these. These are one of my favorites. So you can tell these flycatchers the difference. They have this gray color on top with the white and like this pink, like this almost coral pink color, and with the long tail, it looks like a scissor. And when they fly, the tail does this like scissory type movement. It's so cool. I probably have a video, but I'll have to find it. I'm pretty sure I do have some videos of them flying. Yeah, I do. I know I do, but I don't have it on this album here. Yeah, and then they have this white color, and then they have the black tips on the tail. So yeah, these are so. Here's a tropical kingbird. Found it in the same tree with the scissor-tailed flycatchers. The tropical kingbird has this bright yellow, lemony, really bright yellow on the breast and on the belly, and then the gray on top. Looks similar, almost exactly like the western kingbird, and the Cassius kingbird as well. I think there's 3 of them that look exactly the same almost. And apparently you can identify the differences by the length of the bill, and just a couple of little minor differences. But from what I know, this is the tropical kingbird and not the western kingbird. So this one comes around and is always there at the same time with the scissor-tailed flycatchers. That you can usually find them together catching bugs and dragonflies and grasshoppers and whatever's flying in the air, because there's lots of stuff going on in that area of the right before the Everglades. So Yeah, very nice. You can really see this. Tropical kingbird. Really pretty picture of the scissor-tailed flycatcher. Tropical kingbird. Loggerhead shrike. Oh, look at that. They're catching those things too, those nasty wasps. Oof, I hate wasps. I don't mind bees. I'm okay with bees, but wasps, they're not my friend. Yeah, look at this. Oh, I love it. I was so excited to find them together and to get really nice photos of them this year. Because like I said, I only get to see them only once, maybe twice. If I come like the following weekend, sometimes I'll see them twice. But this year I only went once because I've, you know, it's been, I've seen them a bunch of times before. Look at that pink. It's like a coral pink. It's so pretty. You don't see birds that look like this very often. And I love the long tail. I remember the first time I saw them, I was driving into the Everglades and I was like, what is this? I was like, what is this bird? I've never seen this bird before. It was like the excitement. And I look in my little guide and I'm like, I want to say I've seen this. And I'm like, oh, it's a scissor-tailed flycatcher? I'm like, wow, this is cool. It was like the right place at the right time that I went. I didn't even know to look for them at that time. But now, I came the following year and I said, I wonder if I come at the same time if they'll be here. Sure enough, I came and they were there. And every year following that, they've come the same week, same exact week. It's funny, I've noticed that with birds, migratory birds. It's almost, like I said, it's almost down to the day or a couple of days that you can expect to see certain ones to show up at certain times, you know? So yeah, that's my spiel on the scissor-tailed flycatcher. This is always an exciting find. It looks so pretty. Look how they vary too. Like these are different ones. You see how it's a little bit more orangey pink, and this one is a lot like a more corally lighter pink, and lighter. This one has a little lighter gray. I think the juveniles have a little bit more drab pink, and then the adults have more of a, you know, vibrant color. Pretty cool. All right, this is an Agama. You see lots of these. You see a lot of like gas stations and parking lots and stuff, but these are pretty cool. I love the colors, the bright orange with the blue. That's a male, and this is a female. Kind of look like a little frog on the bottom. The females are brownish with green, like almost like a bright green. And this is the male from an underneath shot. We have some white ibis here. This is at Harry Harris Park. Here's some more kettling hawks and vultures. Oh, look at that. You can see there's a mix. There's a mix here. There's like pelicans and vultures and hawks and, you know, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, look at that. There's all kinds of different things kettling together with these hawks. And here's a ruddy turnstone. Oh, I have a funny video. Yeah, I think I posted this in my group. I actually saw them and didn't notice until recently that they turn over the stones. I think they're looking for crustaceans. But yeah, if you see them, they're flipping the little things over, like, you know, hence the name Ruddy Turnstone. So I was like, oh wow, I never knew that that's why they called it that, but like, duh, you know. I'll show you. Oh, this is a northern harrier for sure. Yep, you can tell. You can tell by the wings, and you can tell by the coloring, and you see it's, I don't know if you can tell, but it's got like a, almost like an owl face. To me, that's what it looks like. It's got that circular disc thing going on, and it's like a turkey vulture with it. Yeah, this is a northern harrier, more like long skinny wings and a long tail. Yeah, they're all mixed together. Different hawks kettling. Nice osprey. Nice osprey here. This is a Harry Harris. Oh wow, look at that. So many hawks, so many turkey vultures. Look at all that. This was a great couple of days for, you know, people who really like raptors. There were so many. Yeah, you can see, and now you see the shape. You can see these larger ones, and then you see like a smaller hawk here, or like down here, and you can tell that those are not vultures. It's a different kind of hawk. So if you have a camera with a good zoom, you zoom into the small ones and then you can see what they are, or binoculars, whatever you like to use. I like to just use my camera. Yeah, and there's a Swainson hawk mixed in there. Northern Harrier, Swainson hawk, short-tail hawk. Ah, nice shot of the Swainson hawk. You can see this very well. You can see the differences with this hawk compared to others. Yep, this is a good one. Another Swainson. Colors can vary a little bit, but this is also a Swainson hawk. You can see it. It's pretty good. This is a good one. You can see it really well. Another Swainson hawk. There was lots of them migrating that day. Those couple of days actually. And we've got a Cape May Warbler, a short-tail hawk, a ruby-throated hummingbird, green anole. Yeah, the hummingbirds usually come late. They're usually like the last to get here. Well, for me at least, that's what I've observed. They come late November. For me. So yeah, I'm finally getting hummingbirds daily. I've got like 4 of them fighting. I have another video on here I posted a couple days ago, Hummingbird Wars, of the hummingbirds fighting over my feeder. I had to add more feeders to my yard because there's so many hummingbirds now and they're just fighting for territory. But really beautiful. Look at that, iridescent. These don't have the ruby throat. They look like females and juvenile males, or the young males, I guess you would say. That don't have the ruby throat. I never see them. I only see these kind. That's all I ever see. Oh, a nice painted bunting. This was a little fluffy one. It was a chilly day, so they were all fluffed out. Ruby-throated hummingbird. Let's see, short-tail hawk. This is a dark morph short-tail hawk. Light morph short-tail hawk. You can really see the difference here. This is a Cooper's hawk. Another Swainson. Oh, we got Tennessee warblers and bay-breasted warblers. That was the same day. This is also black-throated blue. Let's see if we can get through this before I finish up my time. Yeah, Tennessee warblers are the more yellow ones, and the bay-breasted were together with the Tennessee warblers in this fig tree. You can see it, the really yellow color. They're very like yellow, the Tennessee warblers. Yep, Tennessee warbler here. Tennessee warbler. And I think that's it. Oop. Did we finish? I think we finished, yep. Yeah, so that is it. That wraps up my migration series for 2021 fall bird migration. I hope you guys enjoyed. You learned a little bit more about bird ID. You can ID these birds when you see them coming back through in the springtime. We'll do another series, not so late for spring. Hopefully spring migration is a good one this year. Last year was a complete letdown. The year before that it was amazing, but fall migration this year definitely made up for the horrible spring migration. They didn't stop off in Florida. Barely everybody said it, and we didn't get a whole lot. They just went, the trade winds just kept them on going. So I'm praying that maybe this year we have a better spring migration, you know, and we can do a little bit more bird ID. You can see the birds in their spring breeding plumage, so they look different, a lot of them. So spring is just as exciting as fall migration. All right, guys, you have a good night, and I will see you another day. Bye.